When I got pregnant, my boyfriend and me were planning to have a baby at a young age. We were so in love that we wanted a family right away. We were trying and never got pregnant. Until one day he said to me, "If you don't get pregnant this time, then maybe it's not meant to be." Weeks passed and my boobs started to hurt. They felt sore. I told him that it was hurting and all he would say that is just growing. It was Veterans Day and we were going to see each other at his friend's house. I told him that I really wanted to get a pregnancy test because I had a feeling that I was pregnant and he would say that I wasn't. So I actually convinced him to go and we went to Walgreens and bought a test. We were so nervous to find out. We got to his friend's house and when I did the process, he immediately told me that I was pregnant. We just stared at the test and I started cracking up, just laughing really loud, nonstop. He started tearing up and was telling his friend, "I'm going to be a father, I'm going to be a father." The next day we were with his family. We were all getting ready to go out and he just told his mom out of nowhere. She started crying and was surprised. She was happy because she was going to be a grandma for the first time, but then she was also nervous when my mom finds out because my mom is a strict person. I went to Kaiser to do another pregnancy test and it also came out positive. My mother-in-law told us that we have to go tell my mom about us. So that Wednesday we met with my mom and he told her that Stephanie's pregnant. All she said was, "I knew you were going to get pregnant," and she was crying a lot. She had told my boyfriend that he needs to look for a job and that having a family is hard. We were going into some problems with each other and it was all resolved. The day after Easter on 2007, my water broke. I was in the hospital for a week without eating and drinking. I was 27 weeks, 6.5 months. The doctors did an ultrasound and they realized that my daughter's hand was out of my cervix. They told me having a premature baby is a risk of death or disabilities. They had told me when the baby is ready to come out, I would have to have an emergency C-section. On Friday, I was having a lot of pain on my back. At first, I thought it was trapped there. The doctors came and noticed that I was 5 centimeters wide, so the little girl was ready to come out. She was born and weighed 2 pounds, 8 ounces. I wasn't able to see her because after the operation I had gotten a fever, but I seen pictures and she looked exactly like my baby daddy. When I saw my little one, I started crying because she was so beautiful. But what also hurt was that she was so tiny and had a lot of wires and IV. One of her hands was bruised up because it was out of my cervix. I thank God that she wasn't born with any problems because that was something that everyone, especially the doctors, were worried about. Her developing is 3 months behind, but other than that, she is a miracle baby. If young teen women want to have kids, think about the risk you guys are going to have. You won't have time for yourself. You wouldn't be able to go out all the time or do things that you want to do with your friends. That isn't appropriate for your baby to be there. You'll need to get a job and maintain your baby 24/7.